Hi. Hey everyone. Welcome to the first episode. Is this a podcast? Welcome to the first ever video of this YouTube channel. As you can see, we've got a bit of scenery, a bit of people. I'm outside. Hopefully nobody looks at me. It's weird when I'm doing this. But we got the first ever video on here. And yes, we are in Illinois in the United States, Johnson University in Elgin to be precise. But yeah, I have a YouTube channel now. Anyway, this is just Q&A, as you can tell by the title, Q&A, student athlete life, me, and questions that you have. Yeah, so I'm outside. This is the campus. I'm just in this little cute spot. So yeah, let's just get into it because I really have nothing. Actually, I do have something to say. So I'm starting this YouTube channel mainly because I just feel like it'll be a way for me to keep in contact with people from home, from Australia, which is where I'm from originally. And yeah, because I'm on this journey to the United States, and it'll just be nice to keep in contact with people. And I know people are going to have questions, so why not just put it out there so you don't ask me the questions? Why not? So if you ask me any of these questions that I'm answering, I'm just going to say watch the video, because I don't have the energy, I don't have the time to just be answering the questions, and like up here is just tiring. So let's get into it. I got my questions here, and I'm gonna try and keep it short, but yeah, that's about it. So obviously let's just start with the student athlete thing. So the first question was, how did you get, so these questions are from my Instagram people polls, and then also just some Q&A questions that I thought were interesting. Anyway, how did you get to where you are now in terms of student athlete? So, they're calling it scholar athlete apparently now. So pretty much, if you want to know, I play tennis. So tennis story, I've been playing tennis since I was like literally 5 years old. Like, I've been playing for as long as I can remember. I probably started actual lessons maybe when I was maybe 10 or something like that. But I've been playing, like, I just hit with my dad or follow him to the courts or whatever, or be on my iPad while he's playing. And I've just always remembered kind of being in the tennis space. And up until like maybe 2 years ago, I didn't really take it seriously. It was just something that I did. But now I'm like, I want to see where this goes. And not really like, I don't know if I want to go pro yet, but I'm just like, I want to see where this goes. I love tennis. I want to keep playing, push myself to the best that I can be. So yeah, that's my tennis story. But in terms of how I got here, yeah, so a couple of years ago, I went back to the coach that I had during my childhood, and he really helped me like get to a point where I'm a decent player, I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say I'm good, I'm decent, okay? And the technique is all there. And then, so now I went with this agency. So I found out about this agency through a friend, and then she recommended them. So I went with this agency, and they essentially help people get scholarships, or they essentially help people go to America for their sport, if that makes sense. So that's what I did, got their help, and then talked to some schools, made a video of me playing. No, that video is not available for you to watch, but there's a video out there of me playing, showed it to some coaches, saw who was interested, and then essentially just chose the school that wanted me, or yeah, chose out of the schools. Yeah, so they Study and Play USA is the agency, just in case you want to know. Give them a Google if you're interested. This is not sponsored, but give them a Google if you're interested, if you're into all of that. And then I just essentially waited until, because they start school in the middle of the year, so I essentially waited until August, took a half gap year, and was just working, and then now I'm here. Okay, next question. Someone asked, how is the spiritual atmosphere over here in the US? I'm gonna say, if you don't know, I'm a Christian. I'm gonna say I think it's good. Like, I don't know, this is a Christian school, but we haven't really had chapel or anything like that yet, so I don't really know, because we're in pre-season at the moment, so there's no classes, no chapel, nothing really. What was I gonna say? Last Sunday, today's Friday, just in case you want to know, last Sunday I streamed a service, an online service of a local church, and then I just streamed it, and then I was gonna maybe in a couple of weeks, or maybe this Sunday, maybe visit it, and I think I'm still gonna do that. And then yesterday I went with some friends on the tennis team to a young adults worship night, which was really cool. That was really good. I would say that's a good experience. Yeah, and that church was kind of like Hillsong size, I'd say. Hillsong size, yeah, because it's quite a big church. There wasn't that many people at the young adults thing, but it was still a good experience. So I'm gonna say it's good so far. I don't know, wow, this is already taking long, I can tell, but it's good so far, and yeah, to be continued. Next question, how is your schedule? I don't know yet, because so far we're just in pre-season and we're just training, so we're just training and eating pretty much. That's what I have to do in the schedule. On the 23rd I think is when classes start, so it's gonna be a different situation when classes actually start, okay? I feel like it's not gonna be too bad. I got 15 units this semester, so it should be all right, but obviously it would be manageable. And as well, I'm gonna try and get a job on campus, which student athletes who are international students have done before, so I'm good at time management, so I feel like it might be full on, but I feel like it's still gonna be good, if that makes sense. In terms of the schedule, like what it looks like, there'll be classes and there'll be practices. I feel like right now we're practicing twice a day, and then during the semester when classes are there, I think we'll only do once a day, but we'll do like 2 hours. Right now we've been doing kind of like 1 hour to 2 hours twice a day, and yeah. And then there's like the cafeteria, which is open the same times every day for meals, so then that's pretty easy. And anyway, yeah. Moving on. The disrespect. Anyway, some of us are trying to film videos here. Next question. What are your goals? Do I even know? My goals, that's a very broad question. My goals in life are probably, number 1, make God known. Number 2, love people. Number 3, probably like hopefully bring joy to people's lives. I would want to bring joy to people's lives and be like a memorable person. That makes sense, or have an impact on people's lives. Number 4, I'd probably say like have an impact on the world as well, because I didn't want to just like, people are important and stuff, but there's so many like global issues that we live in a broken world, and I probably want to have an impact on some of that. And yeah, that's for my life. In terms of short-term goals with this college thing, become a better player, become a better student. I mean, like grow academically. Oh my goodness, there's people talking about. Become a better student, better player. Probably grow my faith, because there's like a Christian community here as well. It's actually getting dark. Hopefully people don't stare at me. Y'all just mind your business. But this is too bright. That's alright. Yeah, that's about it for my goals for college. I don't know, and like explore the world and stuff like that. Next question, how were you able to move halfway across the world? My goodness, these boys just staring at me. Just pretend you're a normal person. Just pretend. until their distance where they... Oh, that's a cool car. Where they're a distance that they can't hear. Why y'all stopping? Anyway, I'm just gonna continue. What was the question? Oh, why and how were you able to move to the US? So why? To further my tennis, because in Australia there's not that many tennis opportunities in terms of when you're like a young adult or when you're out of high school, because like it's just, yeah, you can get private lessons, but that's expensive if you want to do that every day. And then second of all, if you want to balance that with going to university, that's also difficult. But here there's the college, there's the coach is part of the college, there's like trainers and stuff that are all part of the package, and then cafeteria, there's food, you don't have to worry about that. Like it's all kind of put together. And then as well, you travel to play matches, you play other colleges. It's a good system in terms of college sports. In terms of the college system, we'll have another discussion about that later. Anyway, but yeah, it's good. And that's why. How? I guess I'm a pretty independent person, so like to me, like yeah, it's a big deal that I'm away from my family, but I'm not like thinking about it every second, and I'm just gonna go about my day and do my business, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna completely freak out being away from my family, and I know some people would. For me, that's never been me. Like I'll just go about my business, do my thing, you know, do what needs to be done, and this is what needs to be done. I'd say unfortunately, but it's still a good experience. Like I would not be the person, like if I stayed in Australia, I would not have moved out at 18 just to save money, but this gives me an opportunity to do that, and it's like affordable, and I'm also progressing in tennis and everything is included. So yeah, next question. What is the best way that the 1% should spend their money? Well, I don't know if this is actually true, but apparently like I'm in the 1%. I think that's true, but I don't know if it's true. Or like if you live like in Sydney, Australia, and you like don't get payments from Centrelink or something, apparently you're in the 1%. I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna assume by 1% you mean like millionaires. I'm gonna say that the best way for them to spend their money is to look out for other people and to look out for the world, because they have the means to do so. Sometimes doing things like being vegan, being environmentally friendly with everything you buy, that stuff is expensive. It's actually expensive. And for a lot of people, it's not the fact that they don't want to do it, it's just that they can't afford it. Yeah, so the 1% should spend their money trying to decrease the impact that they have on other people, that they have on the world, trying to maybe fix the world's problems a little bit and fix other people's problems. And I think like if I was ever in that millionaire 1% category, like I think, yeah, to an extent I do believe that I'm in the 1%, but I'm talking about the millionaire category. I wouldn't want to be, because like think about it, is all that money just sitting in their bank accounts until they go to space? Like it's just sitting there for what? Or maybe it's invested, but still all of that money is just sitting there. Why not use it for something? And it's not like you're not working. For example, Jeff Bezos, Jeff Bezos, that's the Amazon guy, right? I think so. But he recently stepped down. It's not like you're not working. You were working all this time, so you're still making in a lot of money, and it is your company. So even now that you're not working at the company, you're still going to be making a lot of money because you founded the company. How are you going to tell me you're just going to have your money sitting in the bank account over there while people are needing foods over there? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's what they should do. This video is going longer than expected, but I'm just gonna finish these questions and then we'll stop. What is something that you do to calm your nerves, or you did to calm your nerves? I'm talking about this whole America journey. I'd say I've been repeating to myself a lot, like God is with me, because one of my biggest concerns, or maybe my only concern coming over here, was that I'd be alone and that I wouldn't have the community that I have in Australia. Dang, this camera quality is going down, but whatever. The community that I have in Australia, but like I keep reminding myself that God is with me, God is my community, and God will provide community wherever I go, and He ultimately is the only thing that I need. So sorry if you see me bending down a lot, I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes, so we're gonna wrap this up quickly. When are you gonna fly me out? Do you think I have money? What a joke. What a joke. Describe your perfect date. I'm actually not gonna answer that one because these boys need to be working for it for themselves. So next question. Someone said favorite song at the moment. Child, one song. I'm just gonna say Gyra by Maverick City Music because that's the first thing that popped in my head. So there was one more question. Where is it? There's two more questions. 3 famous people that you would invite to a dinner party of all time. You know that classic question. I would say Jesus, first of all, because I got questions, okay? I got questions. And at this dinner party, you're allowed to answer. In heaven, like, we're not gonna care. But at this dinner party, he would be allowed to answer those questions. Second of all, I feel like maybe Obama, because Obama seems like a good guy. Yeah, seems like a good guy. And Roger Federer, because we gotta have the GOAT in there. We gotta have the GOAT. Okay, oh, these mosquitoes. Okay, last question. Do you see a lot of hot Americans? First of all, why are you so thirsty? Why are you so thirsty? And second of all, yes, I do, but that's not the reason I'm here. So I'm trying to avert my eyes. Not avert my eyes, but I'm just trying to mind my business, okay? Mind my business because there's no need for... Why does this car stop? Is he watching me? Mind my business because that's not what I'm here. I'm here to get an education, to further myself as a tennis player. I'm not here to find a boyfriend. If that happens, cool, but that's not my intention going in. Yes, there are some hot Americans. Don't mess with me. Yes, so there are some hot Americans. That's a big one as well. And there's definitely like a lot more hot guys than my high school. Sorry to diss y'all William Clark boys, but that's not my intention. That's not my business. So, okay, under 20 minutes. That was good. I wanted it to be like 10 to 15, but that's all right. That's all I gotta say for this get to know you. Look out for more content. I'm gonna say once every month because I don't know how the schedule is gonna be with classes and stuff. So I'm gonna post a video once every month. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you for joining me on this journey and have a good day. Bye.